It's thrilling. I mean, she's been away from the recording scene for, over 7 years. So for Whitney to have a #1 album, we didn't have any expectations. I operate from the point of view, you got to prove it. And so to get the reviews that the album is getting and to have her enter at #1, not only here, but in so many countries outside of the United States, is thrilling. This new album is the biggest opening week. It's surprising in view of the fact that she's had such incredible selling albums, but this is the biggest opening week that Whitney has ever had. The big question, how much did the public miss Whitney? And this is resounding here and all over the world, that they missed Whitney. They missed the kind of songs that she stands for. In today's world, you could have hit records, but will they sing those songs 10, 20 years from now? That was our criterion when we were making this album. Along with I Will Always Love You and The Greatest Love of All, she did How Will I Know, and I Want to Dance with Somebody, and It's Not Right But It's Okay, and I'm Every Woman. So we wanted to show that continuing versatility. So every tempo is done, and done, we think, incredibly well. And yet music has changed, and so we clearly did not hip-hop Whitney, but we showed that Whitney is versatile. We showed that she could do modern tempos and that she could be played on today's radio. So there's all different kinds of tempos on the record with one criterion: will this song hold up decades from now? I think definitely that Whitney has evolved from the time that I first signed her when she was just turning 19 years old. There is an inner strength. I think the song I Didn't Know My Own Strength and the song I Look to You does speak for Whitney. I think her faith has gotten her through rough times. I think that she has emerged a much stronger person. And I think that she really has a lot to say that could inspire people all over the world. I don't think Whitney will tour like one-nighters. I mean, you don't expect Barbra Streisand to do one-nighters. You don't expect Whitney Houston to do one-nighters. But Whitney will certainly perform, and she performs on Oprah, which will be aired next week, and I think that you'll be seeing more of her in person. I know one thing, she's a trooper. That same week that Whitney did do Good Morning America, she did 2 music videos, not one. She went into Oprah thinking that this would be like a half-hour interview. It turned out to be a 3-hour emotional, electrifying therapy interview. Oprah has just called it the best interview she's ever conducted in her life. And so obviously it was draining. It would be draining for anybody to go through that kind of therapy. And she woke up somewhat hoarse, but the show must go on. She is a trooper. She was great on stage. The audience was electrified by her performance, but it's true on that show, her higher register was not traditional what she can do. 2 days later, I was in Chicago with Whitney when she did Oprah, and she sang a song from the album called I Didn't Know My Own Strength. If you read Oprah's Twitter, you will see her say that she had to go and really put an ad in for ceiling repairmen because Whitney blew the roof off her studio, and grown men and women were weeping in the aisles. Now that's a quote from Oprah's Twitter. So Whitney can blow the roof off. All you've got to do is listen to the album. The kind of mail that we're getting all over the world in response to this album not only shows that Whitney still got it, but she has, as USA Today giving it a top rating, and Rolling Stone giving it a top rating, In Touch giving it 4 stars, shows that she has newfound maturity and emotional power. So I think this album has got it. I think that Whitney Houston has still got it big time.